morning. I'm so happy you're here. Glad you're here. Hope everybody got a lot of sleep last night. I was really impressed at the jam last night. I was so happy that everybody tried my idea of going through the charts. And so then when you look through the charts that way, then you could follow along and you could know before it happened that this is the chord that's happening now, which is pretty cool, right? And you also had access to the melodies, of course, so you didn't have to learn them by ear and memorize them, you know. So that's one advantage. And then there's kind of a next step that comes after that that you might have realized, which is like, okay, well, this G chord is going to happen next, but what notes do I play in the G chord? And we talked about that like, you know, you can make chord stacks for yourself, you can do things like that. It's funny, I do a lot of email writing, you may have noticed, and some of the email coaches, that they tell me that you get there's like connections that get made in the brain when you actually write by hand, and also when you copy other writing by hand. And I think it's kind of similar, like with music. Like if you go through the slow process of writing down the notes that are in a chord and putting them in front of you, you know, there's going to be neurons that go off, you know. And so a lot of times we're trying to engage with music making in this kind of spontaneous, in the moment way, which can be, you know, confronting and challenging, and it has its own benefits, but it's really beneficial to also go through it in the longer, slower way, where you're like, let me just sit down and look at these two chords with a pencil and kind of have my violin pick it up. Okay, how does that work with that, you know? So that's an invitation. The other thing that you probably learned from the jam session is that, like, when I took away the bass, because I couldn't play the bass anymore, it was like everything fell apart, right? Because it's different when you're following a tune, when somebody else is like holding it down for you. It's different when you're expected to hold it down, and you're like, I actually have to be responsible for playing this chord on the downbeat of the measure. I can't kind of verify with somebody else. So those are all like next level things that you can focus on, maybe at tonight's jam. But for me, I will feel a sense that I did what I wanted to do if I convey all of those things to you, like how can I accompany someone else on the tune? How can I learn all these different functions as a musician? Even if you can't do it perfectly right away, nobody can, because music is endless, music is infinite. There's not some point where you just like, now I've got it. That doesn't happen. You can always learn to play in more keys and play faster and do fancier things, right? But I just wanted to share that. So a little bit of housekeeping, and then I'll talk about what we're going to do today. So if you, anytime between now and midnight tonight, if you come up to me, I will send you a special link if you would like to come back next year. And I always like to prioritize the people that actually come here, because I think the most important thing about the camp is there's only one rule of the camp, which is be cool. Which really is like, it's like the rule of like respect everybody that's here, like love everybody that's here. Like that's my only rule. It's like whoever is here is a human being and we respect them. And like that's it. And so that's why it's so valuable to me when people who come here, we develop that relationship and we know that you're cool. And so I want you to come back because we just want cool people. So the point is that I'm going to incentivize you to come back next year with a huge discount on the tuition. So, and if you click and make a very small deposit by midnight tonight, I think it's like a $100 deposit, then you'll lock it in for next year, your ability to come back. And you can choose from one or the other week. It doesn't matter. You don't need to choose now. Right? But that's the point, is like there's a huge incentive if you put a small deposit down and you lock it in for next year. Big, big, big discount. So just come up to me if you are interested in that, and I'll give you the link where you can make your deposit. And like, even if like the deposit's an issue for you for some reason today, but you're like, I really want to do it, lock me in, I'll get you the deposit within a week, or like, fine, we'll make it happen. So that's the housekeeping, that's the plug. But while I'm plugging things, I will say that you're welcome to come onto our Zoom classes every month. And there are people here, like I think Hillary, Sophie, there's Christy, Chris, there's lots of people here that participate in the Zoom classes. Well, most of the people in the room actually. So maybe I don't even need to announce it, but you're welcome to be a part of that as well. And it is, we do have a pay what you want option for that. So, and yeah. So, so here's what I want to do during this class. And then we have an exciting day planned for today, culminating in the final camper concert tonight. So I want to start out with this tune called Little Sunflower. There were a few charts. There originally were enough charts for everybody. And so if there's not now, it's because somebody took them. So if you took it and you put it in your room, then please find it. Otherwise, you're not absolutely going to need the chart. I mean, but if you want the chart, like, I provided it. So just for the record, and if you don't have it, it's not on me. It's on somebody here that took it. And also those extended range scale worksheets back there. Now the nature of this tune is one that it doesn't have so many chords that you couldn't remember them. Like, you should be able to remember them. And so let's get an A though, if you don't have one. A or D. It'll be the same 2 weeks as this year. Last week of June, first week of July. I think the second week ends on the 3rd or something of July. So.
Like Sunday through Thursday?
Yes. All right, cool. So on this tune, maybe I'll just set it up by saying this is a D minor 7 chord. That's all it is, but it actually has like root 3rd, 5th, 7th, 9th, and 13, which is all the notes of D Dorian, which is just C major. So all those notes, and you can even go do that if you want. Just play thirds from D. Seven notes, D minor 13. The way I think about it is I just think I start on D and then I play a third and then I play a third and then I play a third and I play a third and I play a third, and I'm always in the key of C major. See if you can do that. F natural. Always a third. Go a third. No, go a third from C. So these 7 notes, which are all a third apart from each other, also are the same as these 7 notes, which is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, when nothing is sharp and nothing is flat, which shares a key with the key of C major. So you can play any notes in C major. So just play whatever you want in the key of C major. C major, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, when nothing is sharp and nothing is flat. happening here is it's just a D minor 7. And what that means is we have a D minor triad, D, F, and A, with the addition of the minor 7. It's a 4-note chord. But as I already showed you, we're also adding the extensions of the 9, 11, and 13, which is basically the 7 notes of the C major scale, right? We call it D Dorian, but you don't need to know that, and I'm not going to talk about it. Just throwing it out there. So, but the point is, the bass is playing basically this: root, 5th, root, 5th, short, long, weak, strong. Let's try that. So it's D minor, so we play D on the strong beat, and we go to the 5th. That's like a bossa nova or a samba bass pattern. And for our, if we want to be accompanying, then we can play the 3rd and the 7th in jazz. So this is basically like a quote-unquote Latin jazz tune, which really means that like North American jazz musicians wanted to create something that felt like it had a South American beat, and so they made this thing, right? So it's like, the 3rd and the 7th are F and C, the notes F and C. So you can play F and C, or F and C, and just see if you can find that and hear how it sounds. So generally with any jazz tune that you learn, if you learn the 3rd and the 7th of all the chords, then that's just a great way to calm for people. Now if we want to put rhythm to that, we can put this kind of rhythm, which is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. But it's going to be too hard for you probably to learn it right off the bat, but I'm just going to show it to you and then we'll figure out some ways we can work on it. So it's like this. Just listen. We can just air bow for a second. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, up, 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 down, 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 up, up, down, 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 up, up, down, 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 up, down. We can try it on the screen. Up, down, 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 up. So what I always recommend is whenever we're trying to learn these like syncopated bowing things, I always recommend we're just focused on just being here, which is being there, which is just playing one note, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And then we gradually start to add some syncopations in. But we want to focus on that, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and just be there first. So we can try that, and you can gradually add syncopations. Ready, go. like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can just try to put the accent on each one of those. So for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and just like a tiny accent, right? So you can try that. What you can also do is just try to tap your foot while you keep the bow moving and add those accents. You can also sway or do a two-step if you want. Okay, so those are just a couple variations as you start to develop a little comfort with this rhythmic thing. 2 and 3 and 4. A couple other examples you can try with me. They might be a little bit easier than that one. Just remember that the most important thing is to be here, just to stay here. So if you don't play the accent, it's okay. Stay here and feel the accent. So here's the first one I'll do. I'm going to do. Try that with me. Up, down, up, down, up. Now, if that's easy for you, add more notes. So, for example, right? Challenge yourself. 3 and 4 and 1. Up, down, up, down, up. Up, down, up, down, up. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Up, down, up, down, up. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Up, down, up, down, up. Relax. Nice, let's add a note, so it's going to be like this now. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Up, 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 down, up, down. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Down, up, 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 down. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. another one here. How about this one? Down, up, 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 down, up, up, make it more interesting for yourself, if that's easy, is you can try to put the little poggiatoras, you know. It's kind of interesting, that's kind of challenging. Let's see here, how about, actually that's enough with the bow for a minute. So here's another thing you can do that is nice when you're playing modal. You can play, instead of just holding one note like I was showing you before, or two notes with the third and the seventh, you can kind of move up and down the scale. Like I could play something like this. I could do it fast like that, or I could do it slower. Like this, kind of rolling around with the scale, either in thirds or sixths. You can also do like, you know. You know, all kinds of stuff like that. So if you want, just explore some of those textures or some of the bowings. 2, 3, 4. I hear like a groove like this is just having a lot to do with the upbeat, so just thinking up, 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 just like that. But we could try like a groove like this. Let's try that. So the melody of this sounds like this. 1, 2. 1, 2. That's it. That's the entire melody. It's on the page. You can try it if you want. But I think it'd be interesting to just do some improvisation over the changes, a little bit of improvisation over the changes. As you're working on improvisation, think about just different structures you can put yourself in, like 2-note phrases, 3-note phrases, 5-note phrases, starting phrases on different places in the bar, using different durations of notes, like half notes, quarter notes, eighth notes, combinations of those durations. The shape of your phrase, are you using leaping intervals? Are you using stepwise intervals? Is it going upwards? Is it going downwards? Is it some kind of combination? So these are all structure elements. Also, like, is it happy? Is it sad? Are you using different techniques? Like, are you playing like string crossings? Are you using harmonics? So all those cue cards that I've been showing in the free improvisation, they're the same parameters you can use to judge your improvisation, right? So if I give an example, maybe I'll start with slow notes. Short phrase. Longer phrase. String crossings. Double stops. Eighth notes. And the phrase, but with long notes. Right? So that's how I'm thinking. So just, improvise. Key of C major works. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. we were just going from different tonalities. It was like, okay, play a note in C major, now play a note in E flat major, now play a note in D major. Let's try that. So play a note in the key of C major, just hold it. Yeah. Now play a note in the key of E flat major and hold it. And now in the key of D major and hold it. Yeah, so the ability to just go between different keys is useful, and this song is a perfect example of it. So everything we did during the A section of the song, key of C major, but now we go to the B. The B section of the song is going to sound like this. So this is an E flat major 7 chord. We play B flat major to D major. So we're just going from B flat major to the key of B flat major to the key of D major. Now, if you want help for that, you can take one of those extended range scale sheets, or you can make one for yourself, and you can just write all the notes in extended range, right? So B flat major, D major, and then you have a cheat sheet, if that helps you. So, so let's practice going from a B flat major, the scale of B flat major, anything you want, to the scale of D major. 2, ready, go. B flat major. Online classes, you know, I told the story about when I played the Orthodox Jewish weddings out in Long Island, right? And so we would play like 4 hours in a row straight, you know, because everybody's dancing and all that stuff. And the band leader would you just go from song to song, no breaks. And then this means 2 sharps, this means 2 flats. Okay? So, which is like, you know, what does that mean? Well, 2 flats, that means key of B flat major, right? 2 sharps, what does that mean? It's the key of D major. So, here we go. Ready? And. Right back to that 1 second. So, but you guys want to make an announcement, right? You want to take down some times now from people?
Yeah,
okay.
We're going to do an hour of masterclass right now. If anyone wants one-on-one, I'm already going to be with Chris, and I'll take you first. You can come with me now, and then anyone who wants to practice folio, come take me about 10:25.
See the bathroom?
Oh,
okay. Small room.
That little room over there. That's okay.
I have, yeah, it's right there.
So if anyone wants to come play folio, 10:25, I'll be over there.
I will be up on balcony. If you raise your hand if you want to do it now, otherwise I will be there in the next hour. Okay, you get the first.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah. You guys want to come first? Yeah. Okay. I have a slot open now.
Does that 10:15? Does anybody want to sign up for that now to have Carl at 10:15?
It's almost 10:15 right now.
Speak or forever hold your peace.
Let's call it 10:30 for next one.
Oh yeah, sorry, 10:30. Yeah, with Carl. Does anybody want the 10:30 slot with Carl? Do you want to claim it? Okay, great. Enjoy the master classes.
We're doing B flat major. Does it have anything to do with the same flat major?
Okay, I'll try.
We're playing the B flat major scale over an E flat major sharp 11 chord because it's E flat. We're playing that scale, the B flat major scale, over the E flat major 7 chord.
So that, does it, but it has an A, which is E flat has an
No.
I think I had a break.
E flat.
Now, 2 seconds ago, it just hit me when I was doing that.
Correct. Yeah, there's a chord and then there's the scale that we play.
Yeah, so that's what, that's what I think confused me about the jazz stuff, is that like, there's the notes in the chord, but it doesn't mean you're in that, it doesn't mean you're in that relation everybody.
Exactly. Yeah.
So how do you know whether to play A flat or A natural, or you just avoid A? Like if you're playing over that.
That's a complicated question. Okay, so we're going between the keys of B flat major and the keys of D major, and keeping time. 2, 3, 4. So a super ultra advanced jazz thing that you can learn, if you haven't learned it before, is voice leading 2 scales. So we talked a lot about voice leading chords, but I like to voice lead the scales as well. So if I started from the lowest note in B flat major, and then I start from the lowest note in D major, and then I do the next note. So E flat major scale, D major scale. Because what we want to do is we want to go smoothly between these 2 scales, right? We don't have this interruption always happening in our brain. So that's a great way to practice it, is to look at your extended range chord sheet where you have this, and then, or you just think key signature 2 sharps, 2 flats. But then you practice trying to play in a more regimented way, like with a pattern of some kind, right? So you can try that. In fact, I'll give you a little bit of an example. You can play after me. If it's too easy, just harmonize it in thirds or sixths. So starting on D, play after me. Sorry. You can make an exercise like that for yourself, and you can make it as challenging or as accessible for yourself as you want, but it's just basically a sequence, any kind of sequence. And then, so if I demonstrate then what the solo might sound like as I transfer between the two scales, you won't notice that it's interrupting my line. Right, so that's just all I'm doing there is just demonstrating the same thing that I'm showing you to practice, which is just the major scale. Yeah.
So when do you, in a song, is that like how you do jazz? You switch back and forth between the keys within the song, or I guess, or is this just a practice?
Well, this is a song. This is a song. It's called Little Sunflower.
Oh, okay. So they switch them back and forth. Oh, all right, I see.
Yeah, but it also happens in bluegrass too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So one way to approach improvising over different songs is to be able to play out of a major scale.
Mm-hmm.
And so sometimes you can, when you practice modulating those major scales, that can have a usefulness. Yeah.
So I have the sheet in front of me, and I'm having trouble seeing the two different keys.
Yeah, you won't see it.
I know, but, so they fit in here, I can hear it.
You talking about what sheet?
Section, what, at B.
It's an E flat major 7. Do you see E flat major
Yeah,
7?
section at B, the letter B, yes. You see the E flat major? Yes.
Yeah, that's an E flat major 7 chord. That's where we play the B flat
So
major
that's the
scale.
B flat.
Right, but we're not playing the song right now, we're just saying like 2 measures of each one.
Oh, I see what you mean, because it says E flat and not, B flat.
We're using the B flat major scale over the E flat major 7 chord.
That's what I
And
mean.
then in the A section, I thought you said C major.
I did.
Is that right?
That's right.
Okay, all right. So, and then the C section, is that the D major?
Well, there's a D.
That's back to C.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, another thing you could do with this song is, like, especially if you're advanced or whatever, like you could practice just playing the song in duo, right? So, for example, or trio. So, for example, I don't know if anybody wants to play the melody, and maybe Ben and I can play the backing part. Derek, you want to play the melody?
Sure.
Okay, so Derek and I, can you give me the bass line, which is just dum, dum, bum, dum, and those 2 pins on the cello, okay? Okay, so from the top of the melody, Derek, from the very top. No, you're gonna play the melody,
Oh,
right? Do you have that? Can you read treble or not?
so maybe please.
Okay, don't worry about it. Madeline, can you play the melody?
I don't know the tune.
Oh, okay. Does anybody want to try to play the melody? You want to play the melody? Okay, good. All right, so me and Ben will play the backing, and Peggy's gonna play the melody. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, so you're starting at the top, D minor. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, Ben, I want root 5th. Root 5th. 1, 2, ready, go. Oh, no, sorry. So yeah, you gotta wait longer for that next melody. Yeah. I'll sing it with you. 3, 4. Wait. Oh, no, you're still on D minor. Yeah. So anyway, that's the thing you can practice. You can be able to play the tune as basically the comping would be something like this, you know, and the bass line would be that, and you can learn to accompany yourselves on the tune, like as a duo or a trio, and like practice the accompaniment. Yeah. Cool. Let's take a 10-minute break. I'll see you in 10 minutes. Thanks. Who has the charts, Little Sunflower, in front of you? Raise your hand. Okay, raise your hand if you don't have the chart. Okay, good. So if you don't have the chart, you grab a pencil and a pen. So, and this is like a, what I was saying yesterday, remember, like if you're ever at a jam and you don't know what it is, then you can ask somebody what's going on in the song and you make yourself a chart, or you learn it, and you make a chart. So here's what I want you to do, you're gonna write D dash, and that just means D minor. You're gonna put a bar line, put another bar line, another bar line, another bar line. That's it, that's the A section. There's D, so just a D minor, yeah, right, D minor, D dash. Yep, and then bar line, then bar line, then bar line, and then one more bar line, and one more bar line. Now repeat sign here, repeat sign there. Yep, and repeat sign right here.
Oh.
No, repeat sign right here, yes, four measures. And that's your A section, okay? Now, and then you're gonna put, 2 times. Yeah, 4 times. D dash or DMI works as well. Okay, now we're gonna put the B section, so you put B right here. Now you put B flat, triangle for major 7, triangle 7, or MAJ 7. Bar line, and now you put D major 7 here, and then bar line. That's your chart, you're done. Right?
Do you also use the sideline to indicate your
Okay, well, that's not very much.
I don't know. I'm not sure, yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is, on this form, was that, you had a question for me? Yeah, it's for repeat. So now you either have the chart or you made your own chart, correct? When you have a chart in this form?
Oh, I gave him mine, I'm gonna write it out.
You're gonna write it out? Okay, so I'll make sure you have it. So D dash or DMI, whatever means D minor, D. It's D minor.
Oh, I guess.
D dash.
Okay.
So then bar line, and then there's 3 bars.
Okay, then
And repeat, 4 bars. So
I'm just gonna
that's
improvise.
it. It's on. That's your A section. Now your B section, E flat major 7,
Okay.
E flat major 7, 2 bars, and then D major 7, 2 bars. You're done. That's the chart. Okay? So, you have it? Everybody else has the chart, or you've written the chart for yourself, correct?
Yeah.
All right, Ben, you got it? You good?
No.
Okay, let me give it to you.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I can hear Dr. too.
Okay, good. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Because even the most advanced players in this room, I have not seen you demonstrate that you can comp decisively and consistently on this tune. So it should be a challenge for you. That's not an indictment. That's just saying this should be a useful challenge for you. Because you're gonna have the opportunity to be able to play this as a duo or to play another tune in a jam, right? And then the bass player walks away, then it's on you. You're gonna have the confidence to be able to do it, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have the room split it up into the different comping functions on the song. You're either gonna play the bass line, or you're gonna play the thirds and sevens, dun 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 dun, or something else that's comping, or you're gonna be soloing. If you really wanna be soloing, you can be soloing. But here's the thing, I suggest that you don't solo unless you first demonstrated that you can do all the other functions, because that's the standard I personally hold myself to. And for 95% of the music making I do is all caretaking. It's all support. And I've won every award in the world there is to win. I've made 19 albums, I've won all the competitions 20 years ago. And you know what I spend my time doing? I don't spend my time playing fancy solos for anybody. How much have you heard me perform this week? I don't. I spend my time supporting everybody else. And I'm here to reveal to you that that is the way. If you want to be a great musician, learn the material. Devote yourself to, I mean, I'm telling you. You know what I mean? So you're going to be playing the bass line, or you're going to be playing inner voices and following the form, and then once you've done both of those things, then you solo as much as you want. But also, when you solo, your solo needs to be in time, and it needs to be the changes. You want to ask the question, how do I improvise over the song? You play the changes and do the time. You don't just get to play whatever you want, whenever you want. You're still an active part of the sport, even when you're a soloist. You're still giving the time, right? So here's the bass line. I'm going to say it once. It's root, fifth, root, fifth. That's it. All right? And what's the comping? It's da, da, ga, 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 da, ga. Or if you can't do that, you can just play pads on the third or the seventh of each chord. Now you might be thinking, what's the third and the seventh of an E flat major 7? Good question. No, it's not. That's a D minor 7. The third and seventh of an E flat major 7 is G and D. So you can write that if you want as a note for yourself. Next to the E flat major 7, you put parentheses G, D. That's your third and seventh. And then on the D major 7th, the third and seventh is going to be C sharp and F sharp. So you can make that a note for yourself. So now you have all the information you need. Because I'm assuming you can find the root and the fifth from each chord. Yes?
You're saying the third and seventh, because
Third
that's what
and
we'll use for
Yeah,
the
for the
rhythm.
comping, yes.
For the rhythm.
For the inner voices, I call it the inner voices. You can call it the rhythm if you
But
want.
not the, so we don't use the chords for the inner voices?
You use the third and seventh of the chord. Just like we did on the D minor 7. Remember, we did da, 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 da on the third and seventh. When you want to play jazz songs, you play the third and the seventh. Okay, so let's do it. You're either on the, you got a choice. You got a lot of choice. You're on the bass line or you're on the third and seventh. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. D minor. All right. Okay. Cool. So the bass line sounds like this. Ding, dong, dang, okay. Dong. That's the 1, 2, ready, go. Okay. The bass line, yeah. The bass line sounds like this. Dum, dum, ding, dum. 1, 2, ready, go. We're gonna repeat that, all that. That's the second time. Now we're going on to the E flat major 7. 4, 1. D major, la la la. Repeat E flat major 7. Technically, that's incorrect, but it's also right. D major 7. Very nice. That was great. Now switch roles. If you did one roll, do the other roll. Now, if you're really comfortable with the comping rhythm, then do a different comping thing. Remember I showed you some other comping things, which was like you could play rolling thirds or rolling sixths or like colors. But if you do it in time though, right? So like, even if you look at the way the melody is structured, that's what they're doing. They're doing basically like, you know, up and down the scale, like, you know. So you do. You could do stuff like that if you want. You could even do, yeah. Okay. So you can challenge yourself. Okay, switch roles. That was good. 1, 2, top of the form. breakouts or whatever, then this is just another tune that you could work on with a partner, right? And you could, or with two partners, right? And record yourself, and then when you listen back, you want to be like, did I play the changes and did I play in time? And did I support, if my role was support? Like that's how you measure your progress. So now that we've done that, we covered jazz, which somebody said, oh, well, there's going to be more jazz, so we covered jazz. You know, which is, it is more advanced, right? Yeah, there are some going to be classes here that are advanced, they're going to be over your head, it's okay. It's all right, right? There's going to be other things that are going to be really in your comfort zone, but we're trying to plant seeds for you to just get more ideas. So now let's go back and talk about forms in a more primitive sense, in a more elemental sense, because, you know, everybody wants to be able to play tunes. You know, you want to be able to play tunes, you want to be able to play tunes in different styles. And we're giving you the tools to do that, like lots of tools every day. How can you play tunes? How can you make it easier for yourself? Give yourself chord stacks. Learn the thirds and sevenths. Learn the bass line, practice it, right? But that's confronting to everybody here. Because you're like, wait, what's this? What's this? Wait, I can't keep up. It's hard. It's hard. That's what it is. So what do we do about that? We find simpler forms that we can work on, so we can bring like more of our creativity to it, and also so that we can succeed better at it. So a simpler form would be like playing on one chord, or playing on two chords, right? Or playing in like a slower tempo or whatever. And sometimes we just take chords out of the mix totally. And that's why I try to give you all these free structures and then encourage you to like go and come up with your own structures to do these things. So I just want to have a couple more examples of this that we can go around the room with, and then you can go take them in your breakouts. We did on the first day, we did a thing where we had free notes, but then everybody just changed the note. Can we try that again? So let's just get a free note. The thing about the free note is we want to all be the same level, and we want to play it together and then have a consistent sound. So, ready? That was miraculous. Yes, let's do that again, and then this time, each one of you is going to change your note whenever you want, but staying attuned to the group. About this, it's challenging to hold a note, isn't it? It's challenging to hold a note, right? So that's something we can work on. We can work on just holding notes, you know, long notes. So let's do another variation of this free note, but now we're going to have like a tempo where it's just dum 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 like that. We're going to stay together playing constant eighth notes, but it's any note you want, but we're still going to be balanced, okay? 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, so we're not together. 1, 2, so, okay, let me give you a tip. So, and this happens for advanced players too. You're using too much physical energy. You're letting your body dictate what the sound you're playing. Force your body to do less. Dum, 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 dum. Or even just use one button. 1, 2, ready, go. Listen. Right. So this is a good exercise to do with one other person, and do it in different tempos, and focus on listening to another person and staying together with them. So Hillary and Peggy, we're going to do it slower. It's going to be boom, boom, just Hillary and Peggy. I'm sorry I said Peggy, but I meant Terry. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that.
Are we just doing one note, or?
You're doing any free note, just boom,
Is it
boom,
any key
boom,
to it?
boom. Exactly.
Okay.
But the goal is to be balanced with her
right,
and to be playing together.
okay.
1, 2, ready, go. Very nice. That was excellent. So you could do that for a while. So let's say Maddie and Lana. Is it Lana? Ayla, sorry. You look, for some of my eyes, you look like Lana from here. So first I was like, clearly that's Ayla, but I was like, no, it's not Ayla, it's Lana. And I was like, what's wrong? Okay, so same thing. Let's keep the pulse with the two of you, but this time you're gonna have more freedom that you can play eighth notes or quarter notes or half notes, 12 tones. So D, da, da, da. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So these three right here, let's do a waltz. And so I want the waltz is going to be plum, plum, pizzicato. So you're just going to play the quarter note at the beginning of every bar. You're going to play double stops on 2 and 3. So it's going to be plum, plop, plop, plum, plop, plop. And you're going to solo over top of that with the bow. And I want you to use any division of eighth notes, which is which means it could be quarter, eighth, dotted quarter, eighth, quarter, quarter, half, with the dot. So, right? Does that make sense? So we're in a waltz. So plum. Your job is this. Plum. Plum. Yeah, three notes. Yeah, go ahead. That was absolutely music because you were together, because you were listening, because, right? That's what I want you to do. I want you to practice that. Break out and come up with elemental forms that you can work on together so you can focus on just being together, like holding the form, right? But if you want to do it with Little Sunflower, you can. But it adds an additional dimension of like, oh, I need to know my thirds and sevens, or I need to know the chord progression, right? But you can also do it in this way, where it's like we're just holding these elemental forms. So that's what I think would be cool if you wanted to do any of those things for the next however long. Any questions before we break out? So find a buddy, break out. If you can, or if you want my help with something, I'll be maybe like in this. No, I'll be right here. So if you want my help with something, I'll be right here, and I'm happy to work with you as well, in your group or individually. sure.
Okay.
If you showed it to me, if you showed up me the video,
The video?
spot,
Okay.
spot the video, I can probably.
All right, well, maybe.
I think it might be a pentatonic scale though.
Okay. I haven't.
This is with the class.
You might.
Now, this is good.
This is famous.
Okay, that's right. Christian, so, you know, I'm not working with anybody, what are you guys working on?
Well,
I'm sure it's not doing
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good, how you doing? Alright,
Yeah,
so,
so, really?
you guys want my help with some? Well, you could use this one with bone.
Also, it's a two-line framework. I didn't just like, it was.
Or you could just do the one that I did. The line that's
If you want to, you're welcome to try. I'm just trying to listen, and you're just in the key.
A,
Please,
T, A.
yeah.
Well, but the notes change, right? Or you can just do bass line. Remember?
Yeah, it was that one where I was like, what else?
Boom.
That's a challenge, so it's an hour and a half, so that's what I'm driving. So that's what I was.
Oh, it's my pleasure. And if you guys want to find a place, because I want to reserve this space so I can help you. I'm just want to see if I can find a good spot for you.
Well, it took an hour and a half to get here. Yeah, it's fine. I'm standing,
This room might work for
And
you.
you grow.
Oh, that is space. This is open.
Okay. Oh, that's. Oh.
We'll go somewhere else. Well, yeah, I mean, if that works for you.
Yeah, that's good. Hopefully, yeah. I drove to New York. I drove across the country, California.
Oh, come back. Hardcore.
Did you move? I mean, you're moving resident from, where were you? Oh, you were in California. Oh, yeah, we're in California. Oh, San Francisco. Yeah, I lived in the Sacramento area most of my life. I mean, I'm gonna say the greater Sacramento area, so Grass Valley, I was in Davis, I was in, my daughter's in Roseville, I was in Oroville most recently.